The other lie that she and the Democrats tried to sell to the American people was that Bidenomics worked, despite the fact that everybody is broke. Everybody's broke, okay? Inflation is out of control. It went out of control during the Biden-Harris administration, and it's still out of control. Like every time I go to the grocery store, I get pissed off. I despise checking out. I used to love, you can ask my husband, grocery store day was like the highlight of our family time because I have a system. Because of the way my family eats, and once the children came, I have this whole system, right? So I would go to the farmer's market for, some of my meat and my organic stuff that you can't get at the regular grocery store. Then I would hit up the Kroger to get certain things that you can't get from the farmer's market. And then back in the good old days, I used to go to Whole Paycheck, also known as Whole Foods, and I would get certain things there. And I had my stop, and I would round up all of the children, and we would go to the grocery stores, and we would stock up for the week. And I would do this every week. It was the highlight of being wifing and mothering, right? Child, now let me tell you something, okay? Every time I hear one of my kids say, "Mom, when are you going to the grocery store?" I want to sew their mouths shut and just tell them to go fast for 24 hours. I am so serious. Like, intermittent fasting has never been more easier for me than it is today. Like, who needs food? Like, what you eating for? What you need to eat three times a day? That's just too much. Don't nobody need to be eating that much food anyway. Just go ahead, just turn your plate down. We're going to turn our plate down, and Lord willing, tomorrow, if we see another day, it's a new day, we'll just try again tomorrow. Just tell your stomach that it is well with your soul. Like, that's how I feel when I have to go to the grocery store now, because it's ridiculous. It is 7 of us in this house. Do you know? I ain't gonna cuss, but do you know how much money I spend on groceries? Bidenomics is all I have to say. The groceries are too high. Literally, things that I was buying for the same size family, the budget don't budget like it used to. I ain't never used coupons. I was just like, oh, those are cute. Save 75 cents. Child, listen. Where is it? The little thing that comes in the mail with Kroger coupon. And that's the thing. The reason why I was never a coupon person is because we don't eat a lot of processed food. And so coupons were typically for processed food items. Listen, they now sending me coupons for my organic ground beef. I get coupons for the Simply Truth stuff. If it's Simply Truth and there's a coupon, give it to me. I want it. Because I needs that. My pocketbook needs it. I don't care if it's 75 cents. It's 75 cents that belongs back in my pocket. Right? But another aspect that makes the lie that Bidenomics worked and is working, what makes that so ironic, y'all, and this is specific to the church, is because so many churches, especially the black ones, they down real bad in this economy. Right? Like, if anybody knows that Bidenomics don't work and was a huge hoax and a lie, is the black pulpit preacher. Like, they know. If they don't know, don't nobody else know. Right? Why? He knows that it doesn't work and it hadn't been working. Why? Because giving is down in his church, and nothing he can say, nothing he can do has managed to increase those offerings long term. Why? We've seen Keon Henderson out here begging, Jamal Bryant out here begging, William Murphy, he stay begging, David Taylor, he is king of the begging. So many of these false teachers are out here begging and trying to come up with new scams to swindle money out of the people, and nothing they have tried has consistently worked to keep the numbers where they're used to being at, because they're people, y'all. Honestly, the people don't have it. They ain't got it. So many industries are struggling in this darn economy, right? furniture industry, you got Badcock Furniture, out of business. American Freight Furniture, Buddy's Home Furnishings, which I thought was like a Rent-A-Center, Aaron's kind of setup, all going out of business. All of these furniture stores are closing up left and right and filing for Chapter 11. And do you know the reason that they provided for why they're closing? The economy. The economy is the reason. So now if Bidenomics was working so well, why are so many businesses going under? First, second, third, and fourth generation businesses. Why are they closing? They are closing because of this trash economy. They can't borrow under these high interest rates. Their customers are not buying and closing on new homes because of these interest rates. So if new home sales are down, which is directly tied to the interest rates and the state of the economy and the labor market, if the new home sales are down, that means people are not opting to buy new furniture for their new homes because they can't even afford the new home, let alone the furniture to put in it. They can't afford it. They don't have it. They're like, we need to get food and gas and just pray the Lord makes a way out of no way. Right? Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Standard of Truth podcast. If you've enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to check out the Standard Home and Living lifestyle store at standardhomeandliving.com. We've got everything from book studies, journals, and even podcast merch, so you can take a piece of this conversation with you wherever you go. And of course, be sure to follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok for more updates, behind the scenes, and daily insights. You can also stay connected at thestandardofTruthpodcast.com, where you'll find all the latest news and events, including live events coming to a town near you. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Until next time, keep standing firm in the truth. Grace and peace.